Hello everyone. So today we are going to start paper 35 arithmetic. We'll start from question number 51. Question number 51 says a plus b plus c is equals to 2s. Then he's asking you s minus a whole square plus s minus b whole square plus s minus c whole square plus s square. If you expand it, you will get a square, a square, a square, a square. You will be getting 4s square. Then after that you'll be getting a square plus b square plus c square plus you write it as a square plus b square plus c square. So you will be getting minus 2as, 2bs, 2cs. So 2s if you common, a plus b plus c you will be getting. So if you substitute s or a plus b plus c, it is 2s. If you substitute 2s in this, 2s into 2s will be 4s square. 4s square, s square get cancels. So you will be getting a square plus b square plus c square as your answer. That's your 51st one. Now look at your 52nd one. It is 2 plus 2 square plus so on up to 2 power 8. We know the terms are in geometric progression. In geometric progression, Sn is equals to a into r power n minus 1 by r minus 1, where r is a common ratio. Common ratio is equals to T2 by T1 or T3 by T2. So you take it as 2 square by 2, which is equals to 2. By looking at these things, you can say the common ratio. The first term is 2 and it is 2 power 8 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. We know 2 power 8 is 256. So 256 minus 1 is 255. 255 into 2 gives us 510. Question 53, if you look at, he's asking you the largest number which divides 61, 72, 83, leaves the reminders respectively 1, 2, 3. So if it leaves the reminders 1, 2, 3, just take out the reminders so that you get 60, 70, 80. So the HCF, the largest number which divides 60, 70, 80 is simply 10. That's your 53rd one. 54th one, if you look at 0.1 whole square minus 0.01 whole square by 0.0001 plus 1 is equal to, he's asking you. So I would say this is 0.01, 0.0001 by 0.0001. Multiply numerator and denominator by simply 10 to the power of 4, which is 10,000. If I multiply it, it becomes 100 minus 1 by simply 1 plus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 anyway get cancelled. So 100 remains the same. So it becomes only 100. Now if you look at 55th one, the angle of elevation of the top of a building and the top of a chimney of on a roof of the building from a point on the ground are x and 45 respectively. The height of the building is h meters, then the height of the chimney in meters. So I'll try to get the figure. Just look at this figure. So h is the height of a building and y is the height of the chimney. So as we know, if this distance, if I assume it as d, if I apply tan 45, which is equals to y plus h by d. So I can say d is equals to simply y plus h. In the similar fashion, if I assume just If you take it as tan x, which is equals to h by d, and we already know what is the d value is y plus x. So take it as tan x is equals to h by y plus h. Take it simply, y plus h is equals to h cot x, because tan x will go there, it becomes cot x. Now finally I just need to find out the value of y. So the value of y is h, if it goes there, it becomes h into cot x minus 1. So h cot x minus h, or else h into cot x minus 1, anything is okay. 56, if you look at, a man purchased a bedsheet for 450 and sold it at a gain of 10%, calculated on the selling price. The selling price of the bedsheet was, see, the profit is you're calculating it on selling price. Let the selling price be 100 rupees. Profit is 10%, which means 10 rupees. Then what is the cost price? 90 rupees. If 90 rupees is becoming 450, then what is 100 becomes? 95, then 100 5, 500 rupees is your new selling price there. The average of all integers lying between 200 and 400 which are divisible by 7. After 200 you find out a number which is divisible by 7, 14. Then you can simply say what? 60. 56 you need to add 3, which is nothing but 203. Now before 400, if you look at 400, you divide it by 7. 5 is a 35, 50, 49. So you just need to take out 1. So the first number is 203, then the last number is 399. All you need to do is, in order to find out the average of the numbers which are in arithmetic progression is first number plus the last number by 2. I would say this is 602 by 2, which is equals to 301. So that's the average of all the integers which are between 200 and 400, which are exactly divisible by what? Which are exactly divisible by 7. Question number 58, if you look at, question number 58 says, a parallelogram has sides 15, 17 centimeters long and the length of one of its diagonal. See, parallelogram, if two sides and the diagonal is given, so what you can simply do, this is 15, this is 7, this is 20. So find out the area of this triangle and double it so that you will get the area of the parallelogram. First of all, A is given as 15, B is given as 7, C is given as 20. So I can say 20, 30, 42, and S is equals to 42 by 2, which is equals to 21. So area is equals to 2 into, because you have two triangles, each triangle area is under root of S into, that is 21 into 21 minus 15 is 6, 21 minus 7 is 14, 21 minus 20 is 1. So you have 1 7 here, you have 1 7 here, so you can take out 1 7. You're left with 3 2, 3 2s are 6, 6 6 are 36, so you have 6. So you have 42 into 2, 42 into 2 is 84. That's your area of it. The next 59, if you look at, the compound interest on a certain sum of money, and the third year is 1000 at a rate of 10% compounded annually. What will be the compound interest of fourth year? See, if it is for third year it is 1000, then definitely for fourth year it's going to become plus 10% extra, which is 1100. Even if the compound interest for the 20th year is given as 1000, then for 21st year it will be just increased by 10%. So if it is increases by 10%, it becomes 1100. So that's how we do it. 60. Question number 60 is given as x by 2y plus 2y by x is equals to 2. You cross multiply it. You get x square plus 4y square is equals to 4xy, which can be written as x minus 2y whole square is equals to 0 if it comes here. So you can take x is equals to 2y, x by y is equals to 2 by 1. So you just need to substitute 2x, 7x plus 5y, 7x minus 5y. Substitute 2 in this one so that you get 14 plus 5. You get 14 minus 5. So 14 plus 5 is 19. 14 minus 5 is just 9. So the ratio is 19 by 9. So question number 61, if you look at, question number 61 says find the value of 1 plus tan square theta minus 1 plus cos square theta minus cosecant square theta by cot square theta plus tan square theta cos square theta. I can simply cancel plus 1 and minus 1, and I would say this is sine square theta, and I would say this is secant square theta. We know cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1, minus if you common tan secant square theta minus tan square theta. This is also 1. Finally, you have 1 minus 1, a 0 there. If you look at question number 62, it is given that cos A by A is equals to cos B by B is equals to cos C by C, and A is equals to 2, it is given. Usually we know the value of cos A. Cos A is equals to B square plus C square minus A square by 2BC. So it will be 2ABC because A is already here. Same thing becomes here. So it becomes C square plus A square minus B square by 2ABC. Here also this becomes simply A square plus B square minus C square to ABC. If you equate these two, C square cancel. So you get A square is equals to B square from these two, which is A equal to B. Here this and this, if you see, here you get C square is equals to B square, which is equals to C is B. From these two, you can take it as A equal to B is equals to C. So it's an equilateral triangle. The area of an equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 A square, whereas it is 2 square. So it's going to become what? Simply 4 4 get cancels. Finally, you're left with root 3. 63, if you look at, a man can swim 3 kilometers per hour in still water. That is the speed of the swimmer in still water. You assume it as x. So x equal to 3. If the velocity of the stream is 2 kilometers per hour, that is y is equals to 2. The time taken by him to swim to a place 10 kilometers upstream and back. Upstream means 10 kilometers. Upstream is x minus y, which is 1. Back means 10 kilometers. Downstream means 3 plus 2. This is 5. So I would say while going it takes 10 hours. While coming back it just takes 2 hours. Put together it takes 12 hours. So simply upstream speed us is x minus y. Downstream speed is x plus y. If you do it, it is 1 and this is 5. Just divide it by the speeds, you will get the times. 64th one, if you look at, ABCD is a cyclic trapezium with AB is parallel to DC and AB is the diameter of the circle. If CAB is 35 degrees, then CAD is how much? So I'll just try to get the figure here. The figure looks like this. So DC is nothing but parallel to AB and CAB is equals to 35 degrees. Is parallel, so this is also 35 degrees. I would say angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. So we know angle A plus angle C. Since it is a cyclic quadrilateral, you can say it is 180. All you are missing is this angle. So add everything, 35 plus 35, 70 plus 90. So if you look at 70 plus 90, 160 plus, if I assume this as theta, plus theta is equals to 180. I'm just missing the theta value. Theta value must be 20 degrees there. So this must be 20 there. 65th one, if you look at ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral in which angle A is equals to 5A, angle B is equals to 6A, angle C is equals to 4B, angle D is equals to B. We know sum of these two equal to sum of these two. So 5A plus 4B is equals to 6A plus B. We would simply say A is equals to 3B. A by B is equals to 3 is to 1 simply. 66th one, if you look at each side of a rectangular field is diminished by 40% by how much percent is the area of the field is diminished by. See, it is like length and breadth of a rectangle is reduced by 40% and 40%. 40% reduction followed by 40% reduction. X% reduction followed by X% is, as we know, it is 2x minus x square by 100. So I can take it as 40 plus 40 is 80 minus 1600 by 100, which is equals to 16. So the overall decrease is 64% decrease in its area. By using a simple formula, you can do that. 67th one, a village having a population of 4,000 requires 150 liters of water per head per day. So a tank measuring 20 meters, 15 meters, 6 meters, for how many days will the water of this tank last? See, if you find out the capacity of the tank, it is 20 into 15 into 6 meter cube. Meter cube means 1000 liters. And the population is 4,000. Each one requires 150 liters of water per day. Let it be n days. 1000, this 4. You can say 15, this 10. I would say 10 ones are 10 twos are. All you have n is equals to 12 by 4. 12 by 4 gives you 3 days. So it suffices for 3 days. 68th one, if you look at. In a town, the population was 15,200 in a year. Male population is increased by 15%. Female population is increased by 5.5%. Overall is increased by 10.5%. The difference here is for 5 and the difference here is 4.5. So we would say 5 is to 4.5 is nothing but 10 is to 9 multiplied with 2, which is nothing but male are 10 parts and female are 9 parts. The number of males he is asking you, so total number of male is 10 parts out of 19 parts into 152 double zero. You keep it as it is. 19 ones are 19 eights are. So there are 8,000 males in the in the city. The rest of them are females. Now, water flows through a circular pipe whose internal diameter is 2 centimeters at a rate of 6 meters per second into a cylindrical tank. From a cylindrical pipe to a cylindrical pi r square h to pi r square h. So you need to equate their volumes if they are same. So this radius is simply this radius diameter is 2 means definitely radius is 1. Now height is nothing but the length and it is 6 meter per second, and how many seconds it is given? It is given that it is 30 minutes. So 6 into 30 minutes into each minute is 60 seconds is equal to base radius is 60 into 60. You need to just find out the height. All I am doing is just cancel it. 31s are 32s are. So I would say h is equals to 3 meters. So this is how we can do it. Now look at 70th question. 70th we say, what is the reflection of point 2 comma minus 3 in the line y equal to 6? Y is equals to 6 is a line which is parallel to x-axis and passing through 6. So this is a line and the point is minus 2 minus 3. Now this is where the point is. So from here to here the difference is what? From here to here the difference is 6 and 3, it is 9. So you should have the distance 9 here. So it should be 15. So the point is x coordinate will never change. So minus 2 is the x coordinate, 15 is the y coordinate. So the point which we need is simply minus 2 comma 15. Minus 2 comma 15 is a point we need. Now look at question number 71. Question number 71 says the ratio of number of boys and girls in a school was 3 is to 2. Some new boys and new girls were admitted to the school in the ratio what? 5 is to 8. At this, the total number of students in the school became 378. In that, boys and girls changed to 5 is to 4. So 378 out of which 5 is to 4 means you divide it by 9 parts. I would say each part is 42. So number of boys are 5 into 42. Number of girls are 4 into 42. So in that, how many of them were joined? They have joined boys and girls in the ratio of 5 is to 8. So you subtract 5 and 8, equate it to, earlier it was 3 by 2. So equate it. So this is later and these are added. So you subtracted, you must get back 3 by 2. I'm taking the common of 5 here. So I would get what? Don't take the common 5. Here you just take common of 2 and cancel it. So 5 into 42, 5 into 42 minus 5k is equals to. So I would say this, you common 4 and cancel 2, you'll be getting 6 here. 6 into 42 minus 4k. So all I would say is 6 into 42, 5 into 42, you'll be getting 42. Here I'll be getting 5k, and here it is 3 into 2, you'll be getting 7k. K is equals to, you're going to get it as 6. So take the common of 6 here. So take the common of 2, you will get that. So finally we are getting k is equals to 2. Now after getting k is equals to 6, all you have to do is you just need to substitute this 378. How many parts? We have added 13k. This 13 6 is 78. So you must take out this 78 there. So you'll be getting what? 300 members of there were there. If you take the common of 4, it will be just 2. Next, 72. The area of a circle is proportional to the square of its radius. The smaller circle of the radius 3 centimeter is drawn with the larger circle of radius 5 centimeter. Find the ratio of the areas of the angular zone to the area of the larger circle. The area of the angular zone is difference between the areas of the larger circle and that of the smaller circle. So you just need to find out the angular zone first. So angular zone is nothing but this shaded area. The shaded area is the angular zone. We know that the smaller one is 3 and the larger one is 5. You know angular zone area is 5 square minus 3 square by the larger circle, which is 5 into 5 square. Pi anyway cancel. You know 25 minus 9 is 16 by 25. So that is the area. That's a ratio which we need. So now look at the data interpretation questions. Now data interpretation questions, I'll try to get the data directly. The data, if you look at it, is the category wise and it is given in millions in 1981 and 1995. Now this is the data which we have given. Now look at this 73rd question. It says increase in the number of clerical workers in the workforce of a country X from 1981 to 1995. 1981, if you look at, clerical forces are 20% of 150. So 20% of 150, you can simply calculate it is 30 members. Now here it is 18% of 175. If you look at it, it becomes 31.5. increase is just 1.5 millions. So that's how you do it. The next. In 1981, the number of service workers in the workforce in millions. In 1981, service workforce is just 15%. So all you need to do is 15% of 150. 15% of 150 is 10% is 15. 5% is 7.5, which is 22.5. Look at 75th. 75th is given as, is just asking you the ratio of number of workers in the professional category in 1981 to that of 1985. So 18% of 150 divided by 24% of 175. All you need to do is just need to cancel it. So what you can do here, 6 threes are 6 fours are, you can say 25 6 are 25 sevens are, so 2s are 3s are, so it is 9 by 14 is the ratio which we need. So that's all we have there. Thank you.